We're still going in threes. And today, you know what? I'm talking about trouble. And if you read the description, then you'd know that I'm actually yaying about trouble, which is really, really weird. But I've just done some work on looking at some core values that I hold in different areas of my life. And turns out, you know what? This shocked me, but trouble is actually something that I value. And you know what? I don't think it's always, well, maybe it's always been that way, but I don't think it's always been that way. It's definitely not that way in all areas of my life. But at least, you know, let's make this relatable. Let's link it back to yesterday when I talked about how I've grown to understand technology, or how I make, basically that, how I've come to understand technology. So, look, 3 benefits of trouble. The first one is growth. So, for me, yesterday I mentioned that, breaking my own technology forced me to fix it. That for me grew my skill. Number 2 then is that it builds endurance or patience. So because you're not skilled at it yet, because you haven't grown in whatever it is yet, when the trouble comes, then you've got to build endurance or patience around it because it's going to take longer. But see, the more that you grow in it, then the shorter you're going to have to wait. So, it will become shorter and shorter and shorter, or at least you'll be able to handle it better and better and better, so it'll seem shorter. Because how many of you know that the worse you look at something, then the longer it seems to take? Like, when you watch the clock waiting for something to happen, it seems longer. But then number 3 is perfection. Once you've been through these things and, got enough practice at it, then you perfect it. And in terms of making it relatable again, back to how I understand technology, like the first time I built a computer, when I pressed the power button, I don't think it worked the first time because, I'd done some things wrong and needed to go and fix that. Whereas now, after having trouble with that and having grown the skill and built endurance and patience around that to be able to do that, now the first time I put a computer together and press the button to turn it on, it works. It's perfect from the get-go. Well, mind you, it's a computer. It's never going to be perfect. But, it's as perfect as it can be in that situation. And you know what? This whole concept is actually biblical, believe it or not. So, let me refer back to my old friend here. James chapter 1, verse 2 to 3. Dear brothers and sisters, when troubles come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy, for when you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. And verse 4 as well. So let it grow, for when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing. Like, I've broken it down for a practical level for you. Apparently that works on like a whole big picture life level as well. And it actually surprised me, like I said, because I came across this in looking at values that I hold in different areas of my life, that trouble is actually something that I value. So, back to my original point, troubles? Yay! But mind you, the polar opposite then is if you don't look at it like that, if you just look at trouble as, it's a pain, it's something that I wish I didn't have, think about the benefit. Think about what it's actually doing in you. Think about what it's growing in you, what it's changing in you, and where you're going to end up from coming out the other side. And I know it's easier said than done in the middle of it, but there is a point to it. There is a plan for it. Like, it's not just pointless suffering. That is, if you believe that kind of thing. And I definitely do, and that's why I'm sharing it with you. So, you know what? Even if you're going through some tough stuff, I hope you're having a great day. If you're having troubles, I hope you're growing, building endurance, and getting to perfection. In whatever area of your life it may be. But yeah, hope you're having a great day, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks. Bye.